Right, welcome back everybody. Today is Friday, thank goodness, the 7th of February. It's gorgeous. It is saying that it's sunny, probably 80 degrees. I can live with it. So what are we doing today? It's going to be quick, it's going to be easy. We are going to be replacing an air filter in, let's pan you around slow, the 2020 F3T for Tom, or touring. I have 30,000 miles on this almost, and I've never changed the air filter. This is gonna be a quick, easy video. The tool I'm going to use is overkill. I just can't find what I need to mount my camera on a tripod right now. So I'm gonna be using definitely some overkill to do this video. The first thing we need to do is, this is where the air filter lives. If you are not familiar, we just do that, pick it up, move this out of the way, and the air filter is right here. We got an arrow pointing up. Like I said, overkill. Overkill. The cool thing is my extension, let's see if I can still one-handed do things. My extension is one of the wobble extensions. Can we see how that, and that's going to give us enough room to get in underneath all the plastics. So if you don't have a 1/4 inch, you might need that. So like I said, overkill. It's a T30, and you have 4 screws. You know, we got one down here. And I'm not going to use this to put this back in. The other one's up in there. Hopefully you can see. Oh, I missed it. It's just out of my range of what I can see and what I can't see. There we go. That was way more dramatic, to be honest with you. Let's get this down, get you straight. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna move, I have my heated gear wirings in the way. We're just gonna pull this up. The screws will stay attached. We're gonna set that down. We're gonna look in there, make sure there's no big debris. Yeah, I don't see any big debris. If so, you would want to spray that out with a little air. Oh, sorry about that. And we just pull it out. And we look in there. I don't see any leaves, any big debris or anything. And that's it. That's how you remove your filter. Yeah, this one's pretty dirty. You can still see light through it though. So it's not like I was starving the motor. It just needs to be replaced. So sorry about that. That was quick. So this is what you would call a paper element. You just throw it away when you're done. We will be using a K&N, and I use the K&N because I like the sound that it gives. It doesn't muffle the intake sound as much as a paper one does, and I can clean it. Let's see if I can show you if I have a kit. I should have a kit. Yeah, here we go. So here's your kit. You buy a kit. I don't know how many times you can clean a filter. You re-oil it. It's a cotton material. So you put this cleaner on it, you let it sit, it eats everything off, you spray it with water. You even run it under the sink. Don't use compressed air, don't use your power washer. You just rinse it off, you let it dry, you re-oil it, and you throw it back in. It's that simple. So let's see if we can get this in. Let's just look. This filter is a little different. So what I can see is, might not make any difference. That's what I'm looking at. We got these two nubs here, and down here it's perfectly round, where this one has a little nub on it. But everything's the same height. And this is the top. Let's see what it does, you know? It's either gonna fit or it's not gonna fit, right? Everything seems to be correct. So when it comes to a K&N air filter, you do your own research to figure out if that's what you want. This should be fairly easy. Right, and you throw it in there. Made in the USA. Can you see okay? Put the cap in. I really know how to work on cars, I promise you. I don't know, people. Oh, my heated gear wiring's in the way. That's why she wasn't fitting in there right. There we go. There we go. So now, like I said, we're not using that gun to run this stuff down. We will use little itty bitty baby. We use itty bitty bitty baby. I'm okay with that. I am gonna lay you down so I can put my tools on my little itty bitty baby ratchet. Isn't it cute? It's cute. So, what am I gonna do? This is where I would like my tripod. Don't scratch the paint. Don't scratch the paint. And then when you're running down bolts, just get them started, right? Don't tighten one all the way down. Get them all started first and then send them home. Then let's do this one. I like that it's a captured bolt, so they don't fall out inside the Spyder. Let's do this one here. You see that okay? And now that they're all started, we can send this one home. We're gonna do that one, and then we'll come down and we'll do this one. And do this one, and then watch when I tighten this. Watch my wrist. Okay, so it's bottomed out there. See, just until she's tight. There we go. So when I was at Tech, we went from cork gaskets to the plastic gaskets that you couldn't crush. And how I would teach people to do cork gaskets was your wrist. You know, just dink. That's it. That's an air filter. It took way too long. Like I said, do your research if you want to use paper element, the factory style, or if you want to go with K&N. I'm not going to tell you which one to use. I hear that these can let some dirt through. I had one on my old Spyder, 82,000 miles, and I never had an issue. But that's it. And then we put the cover back on, and these covers can be a pain in the tush. You know, you just kind of slide it in, make sure it's up underneath there. Lock her down. There we go. And I got a little scratch. Just a little smear. So there you go. That's probably one of the simplest things you can do on a Can-Am Spyder is change your air filter out. So, you know, it starts there sometimes. Now, I'm not a trained BRP technician. This is for entertainment purposes only. I guess I have to say that. So hopefully you like the video. I'll see you down the road. If you could, give me a big thumbs up. This is the Fat Man coming from, I used to say San Antonio. Now it's New Braunfels, Texas. So take it easy, everybody. I'll see you down the road.